What's going on, boys? The greatest all time is back. I've been busy, and my apologies for all the YouTube enjoyers. And I've been just working on my crazy account, been focusing too much the past 2 weeks on my account, my roster, my community, sponsorships, etc., etc. So I haven't had the time to set up any interviews, talk about the other engraving, which I'm gonna do moving forward. Hopefully, I find the time and we figure it out. Because right now I don't know if you guys saw my roster or not. We have limited rates. The whole week we're just doing raids one after another, after another, after another, after another, which is great because I love raiding. But that's the reason why I haven't been active on YouTube, and hopefully I get back to it and I get busy with the YouTube content because it's actually driving a lot of traffic to my channel as well too. And this video I'm gonna be talking about the current state in the game right now after 3 years, in my opinion, and a few things that they can actually get better at and maybe attract like a few players. I don't know, because I believe that in order to attract like a lot of new players into a game that is developed for so many years, it requires for you to do something drastic. But in my opinion, I feel that we are in the best current state in the game after 3 years. Is it too late? Maybe it's too late. And the reason why I say it's the best time is because back in the days people were complaining about how much homework we had and how long it take for you to do the homework, right? Because in this game you have to do, back in the day you had to do 2 chaos dungeons, 2 guardians, and the race used to take you forever. So nowadays people that are like veterans or even casuals, they able to finish all the raids in like, even if you have a 9 to 5, there is no excuses nowadays, unless you are super lazy or you always find an excuse to say that it's hard and it's complicated. Even though I'm gonna get there because there is a problem happening in the game right now, but in like literally like 2 days you finish everything. 18 raids nowadays, how fast it is, and the chaos dungeons and guardians and everything else you have to do in the game. There's people that finish everything in 1 day. So now after that you have 6 days to do whatever you want with your life. Touch grass, play other games, whatever. The only problem is, not the only problems, I feel like the main problem in the game is that it's still super complicated for people to get into tier 4. So new players or returning players that are stuck in tier 3 is super expensive and it's super hard for you to find resources. So now if the game actually focus on that, I don't know what is the reasoning behind not nerfing the hunting on tier 3, not nerfing the advanced hunting on tier 3. I don't know the reasoning. Only they know they're probably looking at a graph that's going up, and that's why they don't want to change anything. They milking people before the game dies. We don't really know. Like we can complain, make videos about complaining, dooming, crying, but there's so much we can do, guys. I made videos before in the past. It's funny because I made a video in the past talking about how trash it was low on, and it was 0 out of 10, and all of a sudden a few people were defending low on, until that big other content creator from KR pretty much say the same words I said, and he was right. See? Hypocrites. Double standards. Now, because we're small content creators, we're not right. But when a big content creator says it, they are right. The greatest all time for many, many reasons, guys. Speaking facts after facts after facts. Not sugarcoating shit. Just call it how it is, period. It's what it is. So the game is a great game. It's actually really good for new players and returning players because you can do solo content and why not. But it actually has a problem where people FOMO. But yeah, the game kinda is a fault. But in reality, sometimes we have to take responsibility for our own actions. Nobody's pointing a gun in your head saying, "Oh, you have to buy a pack." That's up to you, and that's gonna continue happening to you guys on any other game that you guys decide to play. So if you don't have control of yourself, and I'm not defending this game, I'm talking about any other game that is moving forward nowadays. Guys, any game that you play, you're gonna have to do a little swiper, or you have to stay free to play and complain your whole life. You're never gonna be happy if you're gonna be complaining about those things, because it's just gonna continue happening on every other game. Now, when it comes down to the specifics of the game, I believe that the game is great right now. People that are playing casually, they're able to finish everything right away. I see them playing all the games. But once again, if they focus on and fix the problem to get to tier 4 easier for the returning players or the new players, I'm pretty sure we can have more people on endgame content. And that is something that they have to do. AGS, all these people, Henry or Ross or whoever is in charge. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Whoever is in charge, they have to look into it. And I'm pretty sure they are aware of the problems. They just don't want to do anything about it, which is unfortunate. Now, what happens? What happened is that there is a big problem right now with support shortage. But it's not the first time this happened, guys. The reason why this happened is not beside of the people that are bad getting banned, they have supports. We're not talking about that. That is just gonna happen and been happening for the past 3 years anyways. So what happens is that there was just a new class came out, a new pass. Every time there is a new class and it's DPS, there's going to be support shortage because most likely most people are gonna either make that class or because they're gonna make a duplicate or 3 classes of the same class they had to be efficient with the gems, because in tier 4 is super expensive for the gems. So people are making 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 DPS of the same class, which is smart. But now, let's be honest again, guys. Let's try to be. Let's not blame, point fingers at the game. Let's be realistic. Now, somebody like me should be complaining the most because I have the most characters in the game on endgame content, right? In the content creator side. Luckily enough, I've been encouraging my community to make supports. And now this week, I haven't really had an issue. Like, I think I did like 22, 23 eggs already, and it's been pretty fast. I'm not complaining. Once again, because I'm aware of the problem and I tell people what the problem is. So what's going to happen? If AGS is not fixing the game, if nobody's fixing the game, what we have to do? Let the game die and play what? Maple Story? Pokemon? Mario Kart? Nobody got time for that shit. So since we want to keep on playing this game, we have to do what we have to do out here in the streets. We have to push supports, even if you like it or not, because I know that somebody says, support is boring, support is trash, it's not, I don't like it. Okay, so everybody's entitled to do whatever you guys want. You can have 6 support DPS or 12 DPS. But CDD, you cannot complain that support shortage when you don't have one support. Let's not be hypocritical, guys. If you have at least one support and you are not so much part of the problem, then I give you credit. But like talking all this smack and you don't even have one support, get out of here, bro. It is what it is. So if all of you focus on having at least one, and believe me, on supports, you can be the cheapest person in the world. You don't need gems, you don't need books, you don't need anything. All people want is just to have a support with a few flowers and 40 set. That's it. Yeah, there is a problem, support shortage. Once again, now maybe when the new class comes out, the Paladin, and everybody plays support, there's going to be a DPS shortage. The same thing that it happened with this class right here. Sorry for my dog, guys. When the artist came out, there was a DPS shortage because everybody was making the support. See what I'm saying? So it happened before in the past with DPS as well too. This is not the first time it happened. It happened before when the breaker came out on Akan or something, and there was support shortage. Then there was DPS shortage, and now there is support shortage. Then it's gonna be DPS shortage. So once again, we have to. It's the community that has to balance it out. If you see there's support shortage, we have to make more DPS. If there's DPS shortage, we have to make more support, guys. We have to balance it out. The community has to balance it out because JGS is not fixing it, Henry is not fixing it, Rox is not fixing it, Stoops is not fixing it. Who else? Nobody's fixing it. The only one that is actually trying to fix this is this guy right here, Mr. 4K TV, the greatest all time. I love you guys. But that's it. That's my take, and I believe the game is actually great right now. A lot of people in my community are super hype. A lot of people would have quit the game as well if I quit because, you know, like, they get to do the race because I'm doing the race, which is actually huge, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people that depend on me, and there's also a lot of people that I'm depending on as well too, you know, so it's a trade-off, which is completely fine. But nothing. That's what I wanted to say, guys. Much love. Just tell me what you think about what I said. If you think that I'm wrong, I'm right. Doesn't matter, you know, for the sake of discussion. If you need help and you are support and you need help on Eggy because nobody, you never done it before, you can come to my community. Say I'm new. I just got to 1660. And I got you, bro. And then, you know, pocket support. But yeah, much love, and hopefully moving forward I do more video, guys. Sorry again, much love. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and nothing. I'll see you guys out here in the streets. Much love, boys. Peace out.